everybody. This is the Game Squad. I'm Cameron.
I'm Michael.
And we're back in Sakura spirit.
Hells yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's okay stuff.
It's
So you might remember last time I might have hated this game. I'm come back refreshed. I've worked through my problems.
Have you?
No, not at all. But I'm gonna say I did.
Smart.
Thank you. So anyway, we're back. They might actually be able to see the mouse now. I think I turned that option on DX Story. So if you can see the mouse, I apologize.
Just move it down to the bottom of the screen. There you go.
Still like there's a couple pixels.
I can't even see the
There's a couple pixels.
I can't even see them.
Well, you're blind.
How'd you know?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to out you.
Hello.
Anyway, also we realized that we switched voices. I was the younger Fox sister while Michael was the older.
Yeah.
So we're gonna switch back to that.
I don't remember which one of us was which slime because there were multiple slimes, weren't there?
No, it was only the pink slime we met so far.
Okay, then you were the pink slime.
No, you were the pink slime.
We'll get there when we get there.
You were definitely the pink slime.
I don't remember. I think I was actually, because I did a really deep voice that hurt.
Yeah,
me.
you did. And you
forgot
kept
about
on
that.
switching from like high to deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird stuff.
Anyway, let's get back into the thing. So last time in Soccer Spirit, we were nakedly changing with Narumi. Yeah, Narumi.
Or the Tsundere Tyrant.
No, the Tsundere Tyrant's the other one. Narumi's the one with their dead parents.
Or the Tsundere Tyrant.
That's sure.
Yes.
Wonderful. Anyway, so
I'm not gonna go. My bad.
I think we heard some yeah. There's the thing. We dashed across the village to the elder's house, Narumi grabbing a weapon along the way. When we got there, we heard shouting and exchanged word glances before pulling through the door. Pushing.
It's a push door.
So, I'm sorry, I thought it was a pull door. I just awkwardly kind of pulled it. I'm like, it's not opening.
She pushes it forward.
They've locked us out.
Damn it!
Oh, I didn't go this smart.
Gone.
Amazing. All right, let's do this. This is you. Remember, you're nervous.
Oh, villain! Oh my!
Prepare. Oh, did we cross to a different dimension? This is you too.
This is the younger.
No, this is the older.
Stop it!
Never! I'm going to vanquish you! The scene that lay before us was unlike anything I have ever seen. In one corner, Mayako was cuddling a large empty bottle, sleeping and giggling to herself. At the back of the room, the village elder was hitting a large casket with a lock on it while grumbling to himself. In the center of the room, Machiko lay pinned to the floor by Mio, who was tickling her mercilessly.
You can also use
mercilessly. Yes, but you see, it makes a little click.
So does that.
No, it's definitely quieter than
Fair. Okay, let's go back. Sorry.
mercilessly.
There you go. Origin, help me with this. The chest is locked and all the sake is trapped inside.
All the sake!
All the sake is trapped inside and suffocating. We need to rescue it immediately. Oh, jeez, they're drunk. Takehiro-kun, can you stop those two?
This wasn't the battle I was expecting. But if I must. I cracked my fingers earlier.
Soon.
Let me just. There.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's just it's ASMR for knuckle and wrist cracking.
Ow, fucking hurts so much.
ASMR.
This is ASMR squad.
We're gonna do some skisses. Why are we circling the mic when it's not binaural?
Shut up.
I nodded my head in confirmation to Narumi's request, and I turned towards the two girls on the floor, trying to decide how best to deal with them. With both of them drunk, it would probably have been easy enough to get Mio to release Machiko. But before I had a chance to intervene, the two girls roughhousing on the floor, cased. What?
You meant to say caused.
Okay. Caused them to bump into the table, knocking over a bottle of sake onto both of them.
Sake? I'm all wet now. You spilled the sake. Stupid!
Well, The girl pushed herself upright, flailing like a spoiled child, before turning tail and running through the door. Good grief. This is my narrative. Good grief, who knows what she might do? Naru-chan, please help her. In this state, she'd only make stupid advances at me. As Nermi ran off to retrieve the drunken fox girl, I was left to take care of the remaining few. Mio-san, you need to come with me. We need to get you into something clean. You just want to see me naked? Whoa, no. I'm not a pervert. Why does everyone seem to think that? I mean, I do want to see your boobs, but I have my honor, damn it. Nope. I'm not going to do anything you tell me to. I'll stay right here and swim in the sake.
How?
What?
Is there just that much?
There's
on the floor?
yeah.
it's just like
It's an infinite bottle. We're slowly drowning in white wine.
So I guess the elder didn't mean suffocating. He meant it's drowning.
Yes,
Sake
the
is
sake
drowning.
is drowning in itself. I sighed and looked down at the woman who was indeed trying to swim in the tiny puddle of sake on the floor. Taking a deep breath, I prepared myself. Tsundere, Chief, enemies have been sighted near the hot springs. Their number is about to overwhelm us. We need reinforcements right away. I came up with the bluff on the spot, hoping it would get me out of the room. Let's roll for bluff. What is
17? Shit,
Ooh!
dude. Looks like that's a
plus my modifier of a -2.
So it's a 15.
I barely passed a medium check.
Oh.
Sweet. Because we know our character isn't charismatic at all. So
all he's good at is judo flipping people.
yeah, pretty
he's got
much.
Really good grapple.
It's judo.
He's got grapple, dude.
I have +5 to grapple.
And +5 to humble brag.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. +10 to humble brag.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah,
I forgot about the
legendary.
Yeah, he's the legendary humble brag.
What? We have to vanquish them at once. Come on, Private Pervert, to the hot springs. But aren't we supposed to defend? Before I had time to finish my sentence, Miwa dragged me to the entrance of the building by the collar of my robe. No! Attack! Attack! Get to the hot springs and attack! I'll be there soon. And with that, she shoved me through the door with a hefty kick. The door slamming shut behind me, my hearing wasn't perfect, but I could have sworn I heard a yelp and a tumble following Mio's departure.
She fucking fell flat on her face.
What? Does my mouse keep moving back to the center?
I guess. I don't know.
That's annoying. A large open area lay ahead of me. Here, what if I do this? Can I?
No, you can't.
That doesn't help.
Does down do it? Or upward? No.
Maybe if I just do it quiet. It's still so loud.
It's still really loud, yeah.
I can't.
Forgot it's a mechanical.
Yeah, my bad. A large open area lay ahead of me, closed off by a tall bamboo fence. There was also a small area off to the side for more delicate washing. Michael, we've been to an onsen. We know what it's like.
Yeah, man.
We've lived this visual novel.
Is there really a place for more delicate washing? What does that mean?
Like where the shower is, like where you sit on the stool and you have like your shampoo and your body wash.
Okay, that's delicate washing. I get you.
I'm assuming. I mean, you don't really wash in the onsen anyway.
That's fair.
Or the spring. This is what it means. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's fair.
Anyway, sighing to myself, I began to tidy up the place a little, removing sharp objects and small obstacles that the drunken woman might injure herself with, and waited. Why are there sharp objects in the hot springs to begin with?
We gotta get rid of these caltrops that are over
These
here.
caltrops.
And who left the tax outside? Like, what are you doing?
Crazy.
Fucking kids playing pickup sticks.
Why are there just shurikens lying in the water? Face up.
They're not even attached to anything. They're just face up somehow.
Just,
I don't understand it.
I don't know. I mean, I was thinking they were in the ground. Not that they were.
You said in the water.
They could be in the water and still in the. They're not gonna float. They're metal. I don't think they're that buoyant. Are they?
They're not. No. Plus, they have the hole in the middle.
They don't
so
have.
that's
They
not
don't.
really
They don't
good
have
for
enough
buoyancy.
surface area.
Ooh.
Fancy. Anyway, 5 minutes went by before I heard the door open and close, followed by the gentle slosh of someone stepping into the water of the hot spring.
Is it the elder something?
See, it went back. The fucking mouse went back. The water. Oh, this is Mio.
It was at least this loud.
Oh, the water's great. Hurry and get in. Whatever happened to, attack? I turned around expecting her to be standing in the water with her clothes on.
No, that was a bad choice.
However, the sight that awaited me was, far from what I would have expected from the tsundere tyrant. There was no katana, slicing through the air of any harsh words being shouted. I thought he was going to list. He was not going to list. Now my thumb is just sticking out of my hand, expecting the other fingers to slowly open. But they never will.
Click to the next page, maybe they will.
Instead...
There we go! We can do it!
An attractive-looking girl wearing a simple towel had decided to take a seat in the hot water. I don't want to be that guy, but bringing the towel into the onsen water itself of the hot spring is actually incredibly rude, because the towel itself is dirty, and you see you only use to clean like parts of your body. So that's improper manners. They only do this shit in anime and manga because they can't show tits.
Yeah.
And the
Plus-
vagina. Fucking stop!
Plus, also, she looks like she's wearing a dress and not a towel.
Yeah.
I don't know how she got it to wrap that perfectly.
She's that good with using a towel.
She's that good with a towel. I can only imagine how she is with wraps.
Oh. What?
It was supposed to be a subtle bondage joke.
Oh.
Went
I mean,
over all of our heads.
She raps in a Roomies rap, so.
Yeah.
This is water. Mio-san. Whether it was the result of drinking or not, the warm smile she showed me caused me to pause. Care to join me? I don't think I wanna. Get in the water.
Talk-a boy.
Yes, ma'am. Talk-a boy. I quickly moved closer to the water, nearly slipping on the wet tiles before I. Is that? Can we call these tiles? These not just rocks. Can these be considered tiles?
Kind of.
Okay.
I would consider them more to be pavers, but
True. Anyway, before we argue about logistics, before I made my way in, I folded up my robe but kept the towel I had found around my waist. Today's been pretty busy, huh? The last thing I expected was for all of you to gulp down sake like a little baby drinks its milk.
like a little baby.
Like a little baby. The girl said nothing for a while, regarding me with a faint grin on her face. It made me nervous. I would almost rather have her shouting and angry. You don't slack off now, do you? I can tell that you train a lot.
Every night before bed.
I'm sorry, what? She's gonna rape him? Right here, right?
Come on, little shorty, let me whisper in your ear.
Let me... Briefly caught off guard by her comment, I quickly gathered my thoughts and nodded. Yeah, I guess, yeah, sure. Well, I do practice judo, so it's natural for me to train my body a lot. I'm sure the same can be said of you, Mio-san. I mean, you look rather feminine, but I could tell how well you handle a sword. Not as well as I handle my fists or anything, but...
My fists will beat your sword any day.
Considering you couldn't even cut a fucking jelly person. Weak as shit.
Why should I use your swords when my fists can do anything your swords can do?
You have no... Taka boy, you have no respect for swordsmen. You only respect your fists. You're what is it? You're
brute.
You're brute. I require your finest fists. You couldn't handle my finest fists.
You couldn't handle my finest fists.
They're more fit for a beast than a man.
My fists would kill a dragon,
Yeah,
let alone a man.
Yeah, right. Well,
We've already said that.
Okay. That's just diligence and talent, but above all, experience. You started young, didn't you? I did. She leaned back against the rocks and let out a sigh. Oh, it took me a long time to become this competent with a blade. Days and nights of endless training, regardless of wind and weather, all in order to toughen myself up, to make myself strong enough. It is horrible knowing that nothing in your early life, I just turned up here in rags. The gods found me out in the woods one day, while on patrol, starving and dirty. The previous village elder took pity on me and took me in. Everything went well for a while. Narumi's family took me in, treated me like one of their own. Then, the Fire Nation attacked. everything changed. Everything fell apart. Seeing the village that had taken me in, feed me, clothed me, given me shelter, suffering at the hands of spirits. I couldn't take it. As she spoke, she let out another sigh. It seemed the alcohol was making her a bit more talkative than usual, which wasn't a bad thing. I just hoped I wouldn't end up paying for it when she had sobered up. After that, I felt like I had nothing to...
Sorry? Can you try that again?
It was the alcohol.
Oh, okay, yes.
I felt like I thought she was saying, when I said I thought like I thought it was gonna be could do nothing instead of I had to do something.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I can see
Anyway, after that, I felt like I had to do something. I couldn't just sit by while everything fell apart around me. The village was devastated by the fires.
It was the Fire Nation, you're right.
Yeah, I called. Yeah, see. On one day, I pleaded with the former village chief. The former chief of the village, of the chief of the guards to train me, to make me stronger, better, faster, harder. I wanted to protect the village, to protect Narumi at any cost.
I ship it.
Yeah. He eventually agreed, but told me that I would need to strengthen my resolve first. And that's why you became, you can say it.
Vampire.
Tell me. What do you see? Alright, a tsundere tyrant.
I think that has to end the
That
episode.
is the end of the episode. So, thanks for watching, guys. We've been the Game Squad.
I've been Michael.
I've been Cameron, and
This is
bye.
Sakura.